The professional league is the piece missing in football in Oceania. We are the only confederation without professional football. And we know that we've got a lot of talent. I will take one example, Christian Carambe from New Caledonia. He won the World Cup in 1998 with the French team. So we know that we've got talent. We just need now to get them and put them in a professional environment. And the professional league is the right structure. So they will do only football, and we will see football growing, getting better results, especially at the FIFA level. We've got a lot of work to do, especially the clubs. And so they will express their interest in this professional league. Then you've got a process, a selection process. So they have to do first a foundational level. Then if they tick all the boxes, then they can move in the club licensing. And it's a quite comprehensive process. They have 41 criteria to fulfill. And then after, we'll take the best of them.
The proposed system that we're working from at the moment will have 8 clubs involved. They will play a double round robin, like you said, and that will be across 5 different locations where the teams will basically have 10 days on site, playing 3 matches at a time, 10 days off, 10 days on. And then, so that'd be for 4 of the matches or 4 of the rounds. And then 1 round would involve 2 matches only. So there'll be 14 matches, like you say. Then, of course, there'll be the usual ranking of those clubs based on the performance in those 14 matches. And then the top 4 clubs will play in one group. It's called the Leaders Group. And then the bottom 4 clubs, so 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th, will play in a Challengers Group. There'll be the final groups that start the final round of the circuit series, which will be in one location as well. They'll all play each other one more time in those specific groups, with the top 3 from the Leaders Group automatically qualifying for the semi-finals. But to make it a little bit more interesting, like you said, and to make sure that interest is maintained for as long as possible, the Challengers Group, the winners of that group, will be able to play a playoff against the team that finishes 4th in the Leaders Group. And the winner of that playoff will then be the 4th team that plays in the semi-finals. And then the semi-finals will be straight knockout, with the final being a grand final. Ultimately, the 2 teams who've qualified from the semi-finals play each other in the final to determine the ultimate champions of the league. So like you say, the whole point of this is not only to make sure all of the clubs all have at least 17 highly competitive matches across that period. It's also to ensure that there's maintained interest for all the clubs all the way through the competition. The purpose of this is to ensure that everyone has the opportunity to make sure that they can challenge for the ultimate championship and the challenge to win the competition. But I think also it's important to ensure that we make sure that every single match is competitive as possible, because the purpose of this league is to drive the standard of the players across the continent. And by doing that across 17 plus matches, increasing the high competitive nature of those matches for 17 matches every single year, every single season, we will hopefully see a significant increase in the overall standard of play.